Hi there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. So this video, I'm doing a shorter version of what I did last week. I think in the first sniffs, it was the entire spring and summer catalog. So I went through all of them using my samples. This time is more of a abridged version, so to speak, of the 10 new bars. So I do have the 10 new bars in front of me, and we're going to sniff our way through them. I've also had some time to think about them a little bit more since, smelling the little teeny samples. So I should have some more insight in some cases, maybe not. But if you didn't want to watch an hour-long video, just watch this one. And then the second half of this video, I am adding in the mango Scentspirations. So there's 4 of them. I got these as well. I was a little late on getting these only because initially I didn't think I wanted them, and then I started watching more videos and I'm like, you know what, I want to smell these. So I'll give you my thoughts on these 4 as well. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get going. I'm going to start off with, let's see, banana leaf and bamboo, and this has white peach, banana leaf, aged bamboo, and sheer mahogany. And so I had smelled all the little samples, and I do still have the samples here. And I will say that I found that the samples actually did smell very much like the bars, but I've had some time to sit with the bars a little bit more and see if I can give a little more color than, just my initial sniff. And I will say I do get a little bit of the peach. And, but it's not the same peach as what I found to be in green tea smoothie. Green tea smoothie? I think that's what it was. In the Bring Back My Bars. That peach was very artificial, very prominent, very strong. So I'm not finding that issue with the banana leaf and bamboo. This is also a green. It's under the kind of a fresh, I guess, category. But this I find to be a very much of a green note. And it's nice, though. I really don't smell the mahogany. Sometimes it's even better here. I don't really smell the mahogany, maybe just a little bit. I would say this falls under unisex. As far as a scent, it's not really masculine. It's not very super feminine. And it is a fresh note. It's nice. I think in my video, in my first sniffs or sniffing through the spring and summer catalog, I'm like, it's not anything I'm really going to remember. There's nothing memorable about it. And I still feel the same way. I feel like, and I had my friend, I brought all of the samples to my friend as well. And she said the same thing. She liked it, but yeah, it was like, it's just nothing that screams, I have to have it. At least for me. It's pretty, it's nice, it's subtle. It's okay. And I think that's exactly what I said in my first sniffs video. Yeah, it's nice. I'll warm it, and just move on to the next one, I think. This next one here is Lake My Day. And this is crisp bergamot, lake waves, and fresh oak moss. Bergamot with Scentsy tends to go masculine. I find that this has that bergamot scent, so it does lean a little bit more masculine, but it's not ultra masculine. It's not cologne-y. It's not like Harry Potter masculine or Winter's Eve, which was a brick back in December, or Mystery Man. Those are very masculine. This I find to be fresh. I think there's a lot of freshness to it, so although it's slightly masculine, if this was neutral, it's a little bit leaning masculine versus, let's say, feminine. It's a very nice fresh scent. I do like this one. This does remind me of being outdoors. It reminds me of being out on a lake. I think the names of these also help me visualize. I have this vision and I'm like, yes, it matches what I'm thinking. It matches this fresh air, water, and it's got a slightly masculine touch to it. But it's really nice. The more I sniff it, the more I pick up a little bit on the mahogany, and I really do enjoy mahogany, so that might be why I'm enjoying this a little bit more. This is nice. So this is a nice scent, and I feel like I have a little something on my nose. This is a nice scent, and so I do like this one, and this one is Lake My Day. Then we have Mango Matcha, and this one is Mango Nectar, Matcha Sorbet, Salted Cucumber, and Pure Sugarcane. And it comes in a nice orangey yellow. And this one I did like a lot on my very first sniff. It's a very bright, kind of summertime. I do get a sorbet, like that fresh frozen sorbet to it. And I think it's really, really nice. Is it my favorite mango in the catalog? It's not. But this is pretty. And the matcha in here, kind of referring, again, I have to refer back to what I do know. In the green tea smoothie, that to me had a matcha thing to it, note to it. This one is not, to me, a little bit. Nothing like the green tea smoothie. This is just a little bit of a tea-like scent, which I think is what the matcha is. I get a very strong mango. I do get that sorbet type of a scent that makes it very refreshing. And there's a sweetness to it that is, I think, the sugarcane. It's not just mango. It's like additional sweetness. So this is a nice one. I think this is a nice addition to the catalog. If you like mango and kind of a tropical scents. So yeah, this is one that I do like, but it's not my favorite of all the mangoes. Then we're going to go to Mountain Sunset. And this one is Wild Bluebell, Warm Woods, and Golden Amber. Not sure what Warm Woods is supposed to be. I guess this one is pretty. But kind of like in the same vein as the Banana Leaf and Bamboo. I don't find it super memorable. It's not making me go, like that. It's like the best I can say is it's nice. It's a very pleasant scent. It doesn't seem very strong to me. Typically amber scents I found with Scentsy tend to be perfumey. I'm trying to think if I'm getting that. Not really. This is just pretty. It's on the light side. And I'm actually going to check, to be honest. I'm going to check my sample because now I'm feeling I've rubbed on this so much to get the scent that I'm getting more out of this. I'm honestly getting more of this little thingy here than I am out of this bar. Yeah, now in this I'm picking up a little more of that amber, which is interesting. So it's a pretty scent. I don't know what any of these things are doing. I don't know what the bluebell, it's not sticking out to me. I'm not really getting a woodsy note in here. And I really don't smell like a amber. So it's, all I can say is it's a pretty scent. It's soft, kind of nondescript. And that is Mountain Sunset. So I'm going to put this back in the clamshell and move on. Then we have Peace Lily Be With You. And this one is white peace lily, green apple, watery greens, and a touch of vanilla. I recall not smelling any vanilla in this. And but let's see. Let's see what the bar smells like. Yeah, I don't get any vanilla. This is nice, though. This reminds me of, there's some green notes in here, and this is under the floral category, but there's some green notes in here that actually remind me of a little bit of the green notes in Flower Shop. There is that kind of dewy green, like the stems in the water. But this doesn't smell like the lily I think of when I think of lilies. but it's pretty. So if you do like a green, if you do like kind of floral, but not overly, I don't find this floral to be very heady or like headache inducing. For me, it's more of a fresh green note with a little bit of floral, which is the lily, but it's not really in your face. It's actually quite nice. There's something cool and fresh about this to me, more than a strong floral. So that is Peace, Lily Be With You. Moving on to hibiscus, raspberry hibiscus tea. And so this one is wild raspberry, hibiscus petals, and elderberry sugar. When I first smelled this, it reminded me of like a summer version of winterberry apple tea. I'm like, what's the name? It's escaping me. It's like a raspberry version of that to me. I could definitely smell the raspberries. I smell also a sweetness, but I don't feel like it's coming actually from the raspberry. So there's something else, I think, adding a little sweetness. Oh, it's, you know what? It's the elderberry sugar. Yeah, it's like a sugar. I'm like, it's not sweet from the raspberry. It's like a sugar note. So a little hint of tartness, not overly tart, but mostly kind of the sugar. I definitely get raspberries, like ripe raspberries. I think the elderberry adds maybe a touch of tartness, but not overly so. I wouldn't worry about it being too tart. More sweet, raspberry. I do get that tea note. Yeah, to me, this is like a cousin of winterberry apple tea. Not the same, but definitely that same vibe. And it's pretty. And I do like winterberry apple tea. This raspberry hibiscus tea is like raspberry, a touch of a floral with that tea note. So in the same vibe, not the same scent, but definitely same vibe. And I do enjoy this one. So we'll see how this one performs. I think it's a very pretty one, and that one falls in the fruity category. Then we have Soakin Rays. Soakin Rays is a very bright yellow, and this one is mandarin, orange flower, and ocean air. This one is not my favorite. It's actually, the more I smell it, the more I feel like this could potentially be headache inducing for some people. There's something very, it's the orange flower. It's got to be the orange flower. I think the orange, yeah, it is the orange flower. I'm trying to think back on my perfumes that have orange flower, and they're not my favorite because it's very strong. It's a very strong scent, a very strong kind of perfumey scent. But in the background of this, there's almost, there's almost a little bit of a suntan lotion. Yeah. I think my friend had said it reminded her a little bit of Hawaiian Tropic. I don't know if but it's subtle. I think if you're looking for it, you're going to get a little bit of the suntan lotion, but then you've got the strong orange flower. Ocean air a little bit. So for me, that combination is like someone that maybe has some suntan lotion on them wearing very strong perfume. That's on the beach. So yeah, this is not a favorite of mine. I just already, and just smelling this, it's like, yeah. So this one I think is going to be a very strong scent, and depends on your preference. This to me is definitely a floral. It's got that strong orange flower in there, with a tinge of like Tropicana or tropical, I don't know, is there Hawaiian Tropic, I guess. Yeah, in the background. Not for me. But that is Soakin Rays. Sugar Blossom. This is the only new bakery scent. And this is Golden Blossoms, Sugared Citrus, and Vanilla. To me, this is like, it's not bakery. It's not bakery. Just because you add vanilla and sugar to something does not make this a a bakery scent. I find this to be a little bit more like a sweet floral. Kind of in the same vein that, was it pear blossom and cucumber to me? Was it pear blossom and cucumber? Yeah. I didn't really smell the cucumber. It smelled more of like a fragrant perfumey. It's reminding me of that in the same kind of similar vibe to it. So it's not bakery. It's more of a floral to my nose, whatever those golden blossoms are. But it's a soft floral. It's kind of a sweet floral. I think it's nice. It's pretty. But if you're hoping for a vanilla bakery scent, like some sweet vanilla with maybe a touch of floral, no, this is more floral, like sugar. I mean, sugar blossom is actually a perfect name because it's like floral with sugar. I really don't get vanilla. There isn't a creaminess that typically vanilla provides. So this one, I would say, is a pretty scent if you're going in thinking, I'm okay with some florals. I don't like super strong florals, but some florals I'm okay with. I think that's how you should look at sugar blossoms. Don't go in thinking, oh, what's this cool new bakery? Scentsy doesn't have a lot of bakery scents in the catalog this year. I'm hoping this is something. It's not. It's not bakery. Unfortunately, it's not even a creamy fragrance. So it's really more of a sweet floral. And that was Sugar Blossoms. And I got, as usual, wax everywhere. Now we're moving on to Tropic Nectar. And this one is Tropic Fruit Nectar, Coconut Milk, and Golden Agave. This, I think, is my favorite out of all the new scents. It's bright, it's sweet, it's tropical. The agave is, I think, adding some kind of a sweetness. The nectar for sure. I think in my first sniff video I had said there was like a bit of a fruit bowl. Maybe a hint of strawberry. Maybe a hint of like a mango, papaya maybe. Yeah, it's a nice blend of tropical fruits. And it's got a sweetness to it, almost like a syrupiness to it. I really think it's pretty. I really like this. And I think out of all of the new bars, like I said, this is my favorite. So this is Tropic Nectar. And then last but not least is Woodland Meadow. Woodland Wildflowers, Forest Canopy, Bergamot, and Amber. So again, you have this bergamot and this amber that will probably make it more perfumey. Bergamot, probably more masculine. And I did find that to be the case in my first sniffs, but let's take a bigger whiff. It does. It does lean a little more masculine, but to me, not overly. I think the flowers are really pretty in there. The forest canopy, I mean, who knows really what that is, but I think what that's doing is providing a little bit of something coolness, like a, you know, like in the canopy, you're covered, like it's shaded, right? And I feel like you do get some of that shade, a little relief from the hot sun. And the wildflowers are just really pretty. The bergamot is not, it's there adding that kind of what makes it lean a little masculine. And the amber is also giving it a little touch of this kind of perfume-like scent. So although it's in the fresh category, I could see that. I think it's that canopy that's adding this coolness, a little bit of freshness, but it's also, I think, a mix of a little bit of a floral perfumey, to be honest. I do like this one a lot. I think if I had to choose like my favorites, I do like this as a bedroom scent. I fell in love with Woodland Suede. Now this one's Woodland Meadow. I'm falling in love with the woodland scents, I guess. So yeah, this is a pretty one. I think this would be more of a bedroom scent. And I do like this one a lot. Probably Yeah, I'm trying to think. Tropic Nectar being my top favorite. This one is in there as well. I also really like Lake My Day. Mango Matcha is good. Peace, yeah. So these are good scents. Some I think are forgettable, like the bamboo leaf and bamboo, or banana leaf and bamboo. But for the most part, it's a nice addition to the catalog. The only one really kind of blowing me away, like, hey, this is really nice, is Tropic Nectar. So that is the 10 brand new bars for the spring and summer catalog. I'm going to move on to the mango, I guess the Scentspirations, the mango scents. So I did get these later on. And so let's go give those a smell. All right, so on the mango Scentspirations, there's 4 of them, 4 different scents, and I know I'm a little late to the game in sharing my thoughts on this, but I did get them kind of later. I just wasn't thinking, I think back in, when were these available? Maybe the very beginning of February or end of January. Just was like not ready for spring, summer yet, but I'm going to go ahead and smell them because I've been watching other videos and they seem like they would all be really good ones. So this is just the Go-Go Mango. Go-Go Mango is currently offered in the spring, and it's a spring and summer catalog returning scent. And so they did a spin off of this mango. I like Go-Go Mango. I think it's really, really nice, fruity, fun. It's kind of a fun, bright scent. It doesn't have a lot to it, I think. It's just pretty straightforward. Mango with a little twist. And I like it. I like Go-Go Mango more than I liked the Mango Matcha, to be honest. So that one is a good one. So I'm going to go on. I've actually been really curious about Mango Shortcake. This is a twist on the mango with a bakery scent. And I think most people have been saying this is their favorite. And I can see why. Yeah, this smells good. This has, it's the bakery note. It's kind of reminding me of a little bit like it, close to the cupcake note. I know this is supposed to be shortcake, but I think that cakiness is the cupcake note that they use like in Clementine cupcake. And yeah, it's a nice, I'm glad they did this because there's not a lot of bakery. So this is good. I'm looking forward to warming that one. I do like that one a lot. So that is Mango Shortcake. Then Mango Wildflowers. I think this might be like my least favorite, but let's try it out. Yeah. I'm not sure. Not bad. It's not like it's bad, but it's not my favorite so far of the 3 that I've smelled. It does have a floral note to it. Mango. It's okay. We'll see what it smells like melting, but it's okay. It's not terrible, but again, if I had to rank them, that's not my favorite. And then Mango Margarita. Also been curious about this because I think some people have been disappointed that there's not like the margarita is not really margarita. So let's smell this one. Yeah, and I see what people are saying. It's missing the salty margarita drink. This is like a mango with citrus. Lime. I think I smell lime. But there could be other citrus notes, but I'm picking up on a lime with the mango. But it doesn't have it's not fizz. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, like the icy drink part of it. But I like it for what it is, not for what I hoped it would be. I like it for just to get rid of the name out of my head. It's like it's a mango with lime, and it's pretty. So I like that. I like it for what it is. But if you're hoping for like a margarita, it's not there. It's not there. But yeah, I mean, okay, if I had to rank these, I would say I do like the mango shortcake probably the most because I like bakery. Then I would say Go-Go Mango, which would be kind of the one that's the original, let's put it that way, and the other one's spun off of it. And then the Mango Margarita, and then last Mango Wildflower. So that's how I would rank them on cold. Looking forward to warming these. But to be honest with you, I'm as excited as I am for the spring summer catalog, and I really enjoyed smelling all of them. And I'm like, I already know now, I've kind of made some picks on which ones I want to buy first. It's February as I'm filming this, and it's still very cold. And I'm kind of in this in-between stage where I really, who knows? I mean, I haven't filmed or made a decision on my March melting basket, but I have a feeling it's going to be a little more vendor wax maybe than Scentsy. We'll see. Because I don't know how ready I am for some of these. Of course, I'll melt them just to give you some reviews on these that I have, but I'm not ready yet. How do you feel about this? I mean, I know also some of you are disappointed in very little bakery. I know some of you are just not, spring and summer's not your favorite season. So maybe you're feeling a little bit of that as well. So don't get me wrong, I'm excited for it, but I think I'll be more excited like in April. We'll see. We'll see how we're doing as March rolls around, and maybe we'll get some sunny weather. Who knows? But yeah, right now I kind of feel like warming more of the bakery scents. I'm in a bakery mood, and I want a little more of the bakery stuff that I've bought from Vendor Wax. So that is it. Let me know how you're feeling about this. What are you excited about? And yeah, tell me anything. So happy to chat with you, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.